The 17th door is known for the insane challenges it puts people through. Crawling, drowning, suffocation, electrical shock, spiders to the face. Now listen here, folks. Every year, we try to make the final room the best room. And we believe that the room we are planning for this year will top all of them, if we can get it to work. This year, we are going to be burying our guests alive. They signed a waiver, they consented. It's in here somewhere. Now, we're not playing reindeer games here. We need to bury them alive in a non-fatal way. We can't exactly bury them in dirt because that would be fatal. We need them alive by the end of the experience because we make 30% of our annual revenue from photos and merch bought afterwards. We also can't bury them in something lame, like balloons or bubbles. Are you serious? It needs to feel heavy, like they're buried, like there's no escape. So, we are going to dump 380,000 plastic ball pit balls onto every group of guests. These are small enough to pack in and constrain the guests from moving, but large enough to allow airflow and, importantly, breathing. So our approach will be to trap the guests in this small room. There's gonna be party lights flashing and a clown DJ getting them to dance. So yes, we're literally distracting them with a clown, like cattle.
The main job of a rodeo clown is
when the beat drops, these balls will pour into the room, completely burying every guest. Even 6'4" Chads like myself will be completely buried above the head. After the guests have been buried long enough to really start panicking, the balls will dump out of the room and the guests will go free. This room is gonna be so freaking huge that you won't even be able to believe how big it is. We need to empty every bag of balls into this room to the tippy top. Ow, ow! This room needs to be able to quickly reset so that a new group can enter every 60 seconds. So, what's the issue with filling it with this many balls? Are you actually thinking about it, or are you just sitting back and waiting for me to tell you? The answer is we need to also empty these balls out of the room within 60 seconds, so that one group of guests can leave and the other can enter. That's why we've added this ball release hatch. When this hatch opens, all of the balls will flood out of the room and into this catch tray. It's time to test.
Oh, it's full, dude.
Guys, this is getting pretty claustro.
You able to get on top of the balls?
I don't know where I'm gonna go.
It went exactly as planned.
I told you that would work, lol. The ball's drained real fast. Let's just hope the guests don't fly out of the room and into the tray like I did. That's not like what's supposed to happen to the guests. I did it because it looked cool. But here's the cool part. This tray that I'm standing in doesn't just catch the balls. It's also designed to raise upward and carry all of the balls to the tippy top of the room so that the balls can be dumped out again onto a completely new, unsuspecting group of guests. If this works, we are home free, buddy boy. It's now time to send a group comprised of slightly too many white men into the room. Oh, we were so close. And it's time to see if we can send all these balls to the top in our ball elevator. Can we completely bury this entire room of test subjects? We're about to get balled. What happened? There's barely any balls in there!
There's barely any on there!
Alright, clearly that didn't work. We were only able to get an extremely lame amount of balls into the room. This result is completely unacceptable for when actual guests are going through. Adam and Robbie are trying to figure out why so few balls poured out of the tray and how to fix it. Unfortunately, they're not letting us leave the room until they do. We are stuck here for the unforeseeable future, and the madness is already setting in.
It's minute 48 locked in this room, and we still haven't received our balls. We can't go out of the door because it's locked from the outside.
If we don't get enough balls in here by midnight, we're gonna have to eat someone and find a way out of here, man!
That's what happens when you can't satisfy for 55 minutes.
Alright, well that sucked. We still don't have this room working. Cute.
How you feeling? You still into this?
I'm always into balls.
Oh, also, here's where the plot really thickens, so buckle up. We're trying to get this thing fully working by dress rehearsal, which is in 2 days. Whether we have the room working or not, you're gonna see us send hundreds of guests through this maze for free. And they will be the first people to experience this room, and the first people to write Yelp reviews! We have 2 days to make this room work. So here's the plan. Adam is adding pistons, which will tilt the entire ball tray towards the opening of the room, ensuring that the maximum amount of balls will pour inside. We are also adding air blowers to push the balls where we want them to go. And on top of all that, we are grabbing some new, shinier balls. I'm gonna make a soundtrack for the room too, just give me a second. This will add energy to the room when the clown DJ lays down his sick beats. Okay, we're here, we're ready, we are going to bury ourselves in balls. Past the head this time, maybe even up to the neck of a 6'7" queen like myself. Let's do this!
Okay, if you bitches want your freedom, let me hear you chant parole. Parole, 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 parole. Yo, 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 hit it!
Is that it? What happened?
Oh no! This is not how this was supposed to go!
We'll show test number 1, okay? You never send a video of like the first one. It's always the second time.
Parole,
All right, what are we doing wrong? Tell me! We're testing this room over and over and over. And yeah, even though the results are better, it's still not enough. Even with the approach of physically tilting the tray and pouring the balls into the room, they still aren't going in. Like, dude, how else do you pour something? Is gravity not enough? Like, oh, okay, congrats. The balls are now, pouring up to our waists rather than our feet. It's not like the guests are being buried alive, they're just being alive. Here's the worst part. Dress rehearsal is tonight. We don't have much time, and we can't make any changes big enough to fix the issue before guests are in the door. We're gonna have to just run it with what we've got. This is going to suck. Oh, we are not ready. We are not ready. We are not ready. Literally every room works perfect, except for the last one. The room that's supposed to leave you pumped as you exit the experience. Unless we can pull together some miracle fix during the show, like while the maze is running and guests are actively going through, guests are gonna leave the whole experience on the lowest note ever. Oh, we're done. We're done. We're done.
Hi guys, happy first night! Woo! We'll also be walking through tonight to kind of check in on you guys. If you do need anything, feel free to let us know at the end of the scene. Cool? Yeah.
When the balls start coming out, in the music you'll start hearing like, yeah, kick them balls. And you're gonna go, yeah, we gotta get these balls out of here, okay? They're gonna be trapped in this room, because we don't have the button to get them out.
Alright, guests are going in.
Guests are finally in and are heading towards the final room as we speak. We are speeding into the wormhole, and there's nothing we can do now but observe and record. Except the difference is that in that Interstellar movie, there was a chance of finding salvation on the other side of the wormhole, and for us, there's nothing but fire.
Okay, if you want your freedom, let me hear you chant parole. Parole, 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 parole.
What?
This is the worst day of my life. Room 17 is a complete failure. The balls are never going any higher than people's waists. Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese! Some guests are even sliding out of the room and into the ball tray, which is very bad. Not like we could have foreseen that.
That was nothing. Nothing.
Unless we want an entire night of disappointed guests, we need a solution now, like right now, and a solution that we can execute quickly while the maze is operating. So here's the plan. We're gonna send staff members into the ballivator tray with brooms. They're gonna ride the tray up to the top and shovel the balls into the guest room manually. Now keep in mind, the ballivator was not designed to lift people, only balls. And it's having kind of a hard time doing even that. So we're selecting our 4 smallest staff members to do this job. And believe me, they're small. The next best thing would be actual children, but they're really hard to catch. So we are sending these strong, ripped dwarves into the room and they'll get it done. Let's do this.
Here we go!
That's a lot of balls. With the balls! 20 seconds left! Keep sweeping, keep sweeping!
It's not over their heads, man.
Let's go, baby! It was fucking lit! We fucking made it! We made it!
Hell no, never again! Never again!
Why?
I almost pissed myself. Never again!